fucking microphone in the right place for a change. Justin Hawkins writes again. Good day to you. It is I, Justin Hawkins. This is Justin Hawkins Rides Again, my YouTube channel. So like, subscribe, sign up for the alerts, continue this thrilling journey into modern music and, in fact, music in general. So this is the second installment of the series wherein my producer challenges me to only say nice things about stuff that's getting very mixed responses. The third thing that she's asked me to look at is called Mac Bumper Rump, directed by Keith Goldstein, who posted the video on YouTube. Just to give you an idea of some of the reaction, one of them says, this guy is so cool. Hey B. Lincoln says, no question there was a divorce, but was it before or after the video was made? C. Lang says, most underrated song of our generation, and 224 people have given him the thumbs up for saying that. I'm going to just click on it now and have a look. The thumbnail is very promising. 3 attractive young ladies in swimsuits dancing next to a pool. Brilliant. What's not to like? So far, so good. Hell of a riff. Okay, and then the melody is bum 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 bumper rump. I suppose that's the other way to approach riffery. Or I mean, I know this isn't a rock song. Obviously, it's definitely got its roots in R&B. You know, new school R&B as well. But if you consider this a riff, which isn't bad, you'd expect bump a rump. You know, something that provides a counter melody to the existing music. But this guy's just singing along with it. He doesn't care. Bum 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 a rump. It's kind of satisfying in its own right. Fun to play. I mean, if this thing had been, I mean, it's got 104,000 views in 12 years. So it's probably not doing as well as he might have hoped, I suppose. But maybe it's sort of capturing the wave just before the power of YouTube was really, you know, harnessed by the bigger R&B acts. But I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Bum 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 ba rump. Come on.
Hey you there sitting in that chair.
Hey you there sitting on the chair. Get up on your feet and start bumping to the beat. There's something interesting in the delivery of his vocal as well. It's never on the one. It sounds like it should be on the one, but it's kind of coming in like a microsecond after the one. A little bit late, like he's kind of... That's probably what happens when you're freestyling in that way. You know, you're thinking of lyrics on the fly. There's something vibing in the performance. I think if I'd been a Pro Tools engineer on this session, I probably would have moved the stuff back so it sounds a bit more in time. But there's no denying it's got vibes. Then he starts to syncopate the vocal with the same kind of motif, the bumper rump motif. Bum, bump, bumper rump. And then there's a sort of arpeggiated synthesizer going, a little bit like Temporary Secretary, but, you know, how can I put this? But it feels like it's one of those automatically generated arpeggiators where you put your hand on a chord and then it picks out the constituents of the chord and plays it for you. Whereas I think the Temporary Secretary had a much more random feel to it because there was notes being painted into the arpeggiator, which that's just nerd stuff. And when there's 3 beautiful ladies dancing in their swimming costumes next to a pool, there's no room for nerd stuff. All they want to hear is bump a rump. They don't care about the arpeggiator.
Now your body's talking, moving to the beat.
Now your body's talking, moving to the beat. This guy's got it all. It's kind of, it's half rap and half singing. It reminds me of when Tom Jones used to experiment with some of that in his sort of later releases, you know. Sing rapping or rap singing or sapping? Ringing. No, not that.
Everybody's talking, she's plump and sweet.
Everybody's talking, she's bumping sweet. This is great.
Bump, bump,
That's it. Bump, bump, bump a rump. Bump, bump, bump that rump. I mean, it's a call to arms, isn't it? It's a poolside call to arms. A pool to arms? No. And he's just wearing a white shirt and jeans next to the pool. He should be in his swimming costume as well, if there's any sort of, concessions to any sort of equality in this man's pool area. But that's not what this is about. I don't know whether it's a satirical look at masculinity, really, in all of its toxic and vainglorious forms. But in the absence of any obvious sort of social commentary, you've got to say it's just a guy with who's a bit older than the free dancing ladies. And it's quite difficult to justify it, but so I'm going to assume that this is a satirical social comment, like kitchen sink gritty drama is not what this is.
Short, tall, big or small.
Short, tall, big or small. Just bump them all. Bump them all. So that's the sort of breakdown in the middle. With a or something like that. Short, tall, bump them all. It's kind of like the breakdown, really. I'm dying to see where this goes.
Come on, bump so hard, you come undone. It's all good, just having fun.
Bump so hard, you come undone, but it's all good. We're having fun. Bump, bump, bump a rump.
Bump, bump, bump a rump.
There's some quite dramatic instrumentation in it as well. It gets really ambitious towards the end. You're hearing things like timpanis, a brass section, which I suspect might have been played on a synthesizer. This gets almost orchestral at the end of it. It sounds like the Game of Thrones soundtrack, but played on a Korg M1. And then one of the beautiful ladies becomes incandescent with light and as it fades to black, you see that she's just glowing. It's really incredible. I think the act of bumping the rump has really bestowed a supernatural energy upon her. So in the end, she's the winner, regardless of the tyrannical father figure who is forcing her to bump the rump next to the pool throughout this video. So in the end, she had the last laugh when she became like a star cloud at the end of it. Yeah, so that's the best I can do with that one. Sorry. Okay, so the next one is Tramp Stamps with I'd Rather Die. It was released this year and the video has over 640,000 views. Now, some people think they're industry plants, and what that means is, the establishment, being the music industry, have selected some stooges to put into the market that represent the alternative, or, they're not there with a view to sort of creating a new movement or do anything that's actually disruptive to the natural order of things. They're just put in there by the record label as a fake alternative, really. That's the idea. That's what some people think about this lot. But usually when I think people accuse The Darkness of being that as well, or some sort of Simon Cowell thing, because it was so preposterous and yet successful. Didn't really inspire a proper movement as such. Raised a bit of awareness about rock music, I suppose, but there was a suspicion among some people that we were that. Maybe that speaks to their abilities and how different they are. I'm going to click on the video and let's find out. But I will say this: Tramp Stamps, isn't that like that kind of tattoo that's on the base of a thing? I mean, it's slightly misogynist moniker, wouldn't you say? But it's okay because I think, There's ladies in this band. Good riff. Already it's reminding me of L7 a little bit. You know that when you pretend that you're dead. It's probably not like that.
Can't remember the last time I slept with someone I actually liked and he went down on me.
That's funny. So I didn't see that coming at all. Okay, the lyrics took a left turn really quickly. I can't remember the last time. How's it go again? This is good. I can't remember the last time I slept with someone I actually liked and he went down on me. That's a really good line.
I can't recall a memory of someone driving me home and not asking for a blowjob.
I love this band. I love this band. Oh my god. Now I can see why this has got a lot of views. It's fucking hilarious. This is brilliant. I mean, I've never seen a more straight up vocal. I mean, just in terms of, I mean, it's got a bit of, definitely got auto-tune on it. You can hear it snapping to notes. But this lyric is so strong. I can't remember the last time I slept with someone I actually liked and he went down on me. I can't recall a memory of someone driving me home and not asking for a blowjob. What a fucking verse that is. That's amazing.
I'd rather die than hook up with another straight white guy.
And here it comes, like, here's another really good songwriting trope, which I think helps with pop music especially. I'd rather die than spend the night with another Ryan or Matthew or John. You know, like a little list of names, and a couple of them are actually quite biblical if you think of the scriptures. Matthew and John, of course. I don't know, was Ryan in the Bible? He might have been like, I don't know, Saint Ryan. I don't think so.
With another Ryan or Matthew or John.
It's great. And then it gets to this really, I mean, I think there's a time and a place for auto-tune. Sometimes when you use it just to make your voice in tune because you can't sing, that was when it really annoys me. Sometimes people use it as a sort of safety net because they think they can sing. It's okay, they've done a good vocal, but they just want it to be perfect, and it sucks all the life out of the performance. But right now they're using it as an effect. And I've actually heard Kanye West use it in that way. I think that's when it's all right. It's an effect, you know. They're not hiding it. It's like, it sounds like if you believe in life after love, that kind of thing.
So sad that you're leaving.
And the roll over and die is such a brilliant lyric. It's so good.
I don't know how you think we're gonna fuck when you can't get it up.
I just love this song. I don't know how you think we're going to fuck if you can't get it up. I'm sick of hearing it's the alcohol. When you're finally in the mood, it lasts for 1 or 2 seconds, then you're done and just want a spoon. Oh my god, this is the greatest diss song I've ever heard. It's so good. I'm just saying it's not fair, no. Not fair to leave me hanging like this. I'm just saying it's not fair to leave me hanging like this. Fantastic. And then when it gets to the next, I'm just looking at the lyrics here on the YouTube. When it gets to the next chorus, the list of names is much longer. I'd then spend the night with another Kyle or Spencer or Rob or Michael or Jason or Charlie or Jackson or Henry or Stephen or Connor or Chad. It's brilliant that it ends on a Chad. That's so funny. This is a great song. I wonder who wrote this then. Did they write it? I hope so. Oh my god, it's brilliant. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is really, really good. It's written by Marisa Marino, Caroline Baker, Paige Blue, produced by Paige Blue and Caroline Baker. Now these two, are they actually in the band as well? I need to find out more about this band. So this Tramp Stamps thing is obviously like, I don't know, it looks to me like it's a really defiant side project where they're just having a great laugh and they do something else as well, or if this is their main thing, it's even better. I just haven't heard as brazen as Straight Up, and actually just a really brilliant lyric. It's just, you don't often hear something where you just watch it first time and you properly laugh. That's really good. And I think it's an important point as well. It's really sort of redressing the balance, and I think what she's saying is she's had enough of conducting sexual relationships on other people's terms. It's brilliant. It's really empowering.
Just saying, it's not fair to.
And then it goes to a proper middle eight. I'm just saying it's not fair to. It's really good. It's actually really good. I mean, she sounds like, from the list that she's made, she's given it every chance. She's given straight white guys every opportunity, and it just hasn't worked out. I mean, and now she's had enough to the point where she'd rather die than do it again. Good for her. I think that shows personal growth. This song is all about empowerment, personal growth, and it's fucking hilarious as well. Really funny stuff. Tramp stamps. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Well, I actually don't know why that's on this list. That should be a hit. It's fucking brilliant. I wanted to add something to this tramp stamps thing. There's a few comments on that video where it says things like, when the girls who bullied you in middle school find out being out is cool now. Esmer says, punk is not dead, but at this point, it certainly wished it was. Nothing says punk like auto-tune, clean production, and industry connections. I mean, punk is just designed to piss you off, you know. I think the Sex Pistols, unless I'm mistaken, they were signed to EMI. That's the fucking Beatles' label, isn't it? How much more corporate do you want to be? I mean, punk doesn't necessarily exist in a hovel, just watching the rest of the music trade enjoying their feasts. It's a viable subgenre of rock that makes a lot of money for a lot of people. It's no less corporate than any other kind of rock, if you ask me. And people who get pissed off with punk are missing the fucking point. They've fallen into the trap. Punk is designed to piss you off. That's the whole point of it. My God, Tramp Stamps. It's my new favourite band. Okay, I just used Microsoft Bing. Don't ask me why. Oh yeah, it's because they don't always make you do that thing where you have to identify whether it's a stairs or a bus or some traffic lights. Fucking pisses me off. Anyway, here's a definition of punk. Punk rock, or simply punk, is a music genre that emerged in the mid-70s. Rooted in the 1960s garage rock, punk bands rejected the perceived excesses of mainstream 70s rock. They typically produced short, fast-paced songs with hard-edged melodies and singing styles, stripped-down instrumentation, and often shouted political, anti-establishment lyrics. And it embraces a DIY ethic. Many bands self-produce recordings and distribute them through independent record labels, which is exactly what Tramp Stamps are doing. I mean, they tick a lot of the boxes that is within the definition of punk. So the DIY ethic, they wrote the songs themselves, they recorded it themselves, and they produced it, and they put it out on, what's their label called again? Something about tampons. Brilliant. Short, fast-paced song with hard-edged melodies and singing styles. Well, I don't know about that. I would say it's quite pretty in the way the melodies are. It is pretty stripped down in the instrumentation. There's some trickery going on with the vocal, but I think I think that's kind of par for the course now. And I think if you want to talk about anti-establishment, I think a lot of people are going to be pissed off about their attitude towards man folk and a particular type of man folk. But, you know, that is the establishment, isn't it? That's as anti-establishment as you can be in a song like that. It's punk, Jim. Not as you know it, but it's punk. And if it's pissing you off, that's just brilliant. Well done. Maybe I'm a punk. Am I a punk? Nah. I'm a dad rocker. But I recognise punk when I see it because I was fucking brought up on it. All right. Cheers, guys. All right. Justin Hawkins writes again. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Lots of love to you guys. Really appreciate you.